Thanks so much for tuning into my channel, Imperii Auto. This channel will be focused on all things auto related. News, reviews, accessories, classics, and more. As a new channel, I would greatly appreciate a like and a subscribe, as it will surely help us grow. And please throw a comment below. I'm always down to talk cars, and I will try my absolute best to respond to everyone I can. So again, thank you so much for your support, and I appreciate you checking out the channel. I have a very cool antique car I filmed last weekend actually, so be sure and check back for that review later this week. I hope to have it done as soon as possible. The big news I wanted to share today is a breaking reveal of the new 2022 Toyota Tundra. There's been some leaks earlier on of this much anticipated Tundra update that forced Toyota's hand a little bit to trickle out some teasers earlier on, but now we have a much more comprehensive look at the changes on the much anticipated Tundra. I have several friends that have Tundras, and this is kind of my running theme with these reviews as I try and tie them in to real life friends and people I know that have these cars and trucks. One of which has a first gen with well over 200,000 miles, and I know the other two guys that have them, they have high mileage, they have had very, very few issues with them, and I know for a fact one of them used it very, very hard as a work truck, and it definitely proved itself as an indestructible truck. Tundra people love their trucks, and you're going to be hard-pressed to get them to update anything. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say. But will this major update and disappearance of the indestructible Toyota gas-guzzling V8 be enough to sway those old-school Tundra owners into a new 2022? I'm going to dive into the press info directly from Toyota, starting with some highlights, and then we'll get into the PR speak with details, and I'll give you some of my own thoughts along the way. Let's start off first with some bullet points on the new engines. The standard iForce 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 will produce up to 389 horsepower and 479 foot-pounds of torque. Also available is the iForce Max. It is the twin turbo V6 with a hybrid configuration. That will produce up to 437 horsepower and 583 pounds-feet of torque. Up to 12,000 pounds of maximum towing capacity. Now, don't quote me on the exact figures, but I think that is kind of smack close to what the F-150 EcoBoost is getting. I think the EcoBoost is a little bit more. I'm not sure on the GM and Mopar variants, but we're going to use the F-150 as a litmus test for this truck. It also says bold exterior styling complements spacious, well-equipped interior. It is definitely a bold styling change for Toyota. They went with the massive grille, much like General Motors did. I'm not sure what to think of it yet. Depending on the angle, I like it. And other times I look at it and I'm like, ugh, it's a bit much. But I think it's one of those things I'm going to need to see it in person. Right now I'm just looking at the official press photos and videos that Toyota released. It's also finally going to have a nice big touchscreen. Available 14-inch touchscreen highlights an all-new audio multimedia system. I own a 2021 Toyota 4Runner TRD off-road. And I will say, while I find the infotainment system has everything I need and nothing I don't, Apple CarPlay and all that stuff, it does leave a lot to be desired compared to the other manufacturers. So this is a big update for Toyota. I know they're a little slow and methodical on the tech side of things, but I think we all knew this change was coming. There's also going to be a 12.3-inch instrumental panel display, so I guess they're going digital with that as well. And you have Toyota Safety Sense 2.5 active safety standard on all grades. All right, let's get a little more into this press release. The toughest Tundra. It should come as no surprise that the all-new Tundra was redesigned from the ground up. Designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States. There's no question this is the toughest, most capable, most advanced Tundra to date. Improvements and enhancements abound, including a new high-strength boxed steel ladder frame, aluminum reinforced composite bed, and fully redesigned multi-link rear suspension. The outcome of development efforts gives the stout new Tundra an impressive maximum towing capacity of 12,000 pounds and a max payload capacity of 1,940 pounds. Tundra will offer two different power plant configurations. A new highly efficient twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 offers impressive output by itself, producing up to 389 horse and 479 foot-pounds of torque. When paired with the brilliantly engineered bell housing motor system called the iForce Max, that's the hybrid setup, the result is a combined performance output of 437 horsepower and 583 foot-pounds of torque. Both configurations will now be mated with a 10-speed automatic transmission. That's a big leap for Toyota. A new interior will offer creature comforts for driver and passenger alike, including an available panoramic roof, heated and ventilated front seats, rear sunshade, heated steering wheel, and more. A host of new tech features are found throughout the Tundra as well, such as towing aids, off-road enhancements, and an all-new multimedia system featuring wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and over-the-air updates. This seems to be a big trend that everyone's going to, and Toyota was just a little bit behind the game on this one. 2 different 4-door layouts are available, as well as various bed lengths, including 5.5-foot bed, 6.5-foot bed, and an 8.1-foot bed. The all-new Tundra will go on sale later this year, and pricing will be announced closer to the on-sale date. All right, I'm going to skip a little ahead here. I'm going to go into the suspension update. Toyota says, turning over a new leaf. Pun intended. An all-new truck on an all-new chassis requires a fresh approach to the suspension. The most noteworthy change to handling and performance is no doubt the new multi-link rear suspension, which ditches the leaf springs and flavor of coil springs. Ride comfort, straight line stability, and overall handling dynamics are improved with the multi-link rear suspension, along with towing capability. To further enhance the ride comfort, driving performance, and overall durability, a newly developed double wishbone front suspension is fitted on the new Tundra. The front suspension benefits from a kingpin offset angle reduction to enhance straight line stability and high-speed driving. Tundra will feature standard twin-tube shocks at the front and the rear of each truck. The shock absorbers feature triple oil seals and extended dust covers for added protection and durability. Beefy new aluminum forged knuckles are employed to optimize weight and to help prevent corrosion and stress cracks. Steel inserts reinforce the ball joints, and for the TRD off-road packages, monotube Bilstein shocks improve dampening on all on and off highway driving. For maximum off-road performance, the TRD Pro grades are fitted with the 2.5-inch diameter Fox internal bypass shocks. The front Fox shocks provide the truck with a 1.1-inch front lift, and the aluminum body front and rear shocks feature piggyback reservoirs to house additional oil for improved off-road performance, much like the setup in the TRD Pro 4Runner. The TRD Pro also gains a few additional off-road attributes, including the new TRD Pro front stabilizer bar, red painted suspension parts. I'm not sure how painting things red improve the off-road abilities. TRD aluminum front skid plate, along with additional underbody protection and unique all-terrain Falcon tires. Talk a little bit more about the engines here. Calling the twin-turbo V6 a base engine just doesn't seem right. Its aluminum block features a displacement of 3,445 cc via an 85.5mm bore and 100mm stroke. The 24-valve dual overhead cam V6 is a chain-driven and features dual VVTi systems. Thanks to the water-cooled intercooler keeping turbo temperatures down, the V6 engine improves on the outgoing V8 in every way with impressive performance figures. So the big question is, people buy a Tundra because they're indestructible and they run forever. Is this new twin-turbo V6 engine going to be as durable as the old V8s? I'm sure it is better in every way. It has more power. It's going to get way better fuel economy, especially made with that new 10-speed transmission. But long-term durability is what people buy Toyotas for. So I'm hoping Toyota, being Toyota, has engineered this thing to be indestructible, but time will tell. Skipping forward a little bit, it says it also has exhaust cooling. It starts with a computer-optimized exhaust valve shape and is further enhanced by an integrated exhaust manifold and cylinder head design that uses the same water jacket to lower exhaust gas temperature, entering the turbochargers to further improve reliability and performance. So there's some of that Toyota creative engineering for durability and longevity. The cylinder heads themselves have machine cross channels to allow coolant to flow through them laterally to provide additional cooling to the combustion chambers. This also contributes to cylinder head reliability and operating efficiency. The exhaust valve shape has also been optimized to enhance cooling performance. Again, there's a little more of that Toyota reliability engineering. It also says here standard on the TRD Pro models and available on the 4x4 trucks equipped with the off-road package is a slew of off-road upgrades that enhance off-pavement exploration. Multi-terrain select offers adjustable settings to help control wheel spin in a variety of terrain. Crawl control features a low-speed off-road cruise control that allows the driver to focus on steering while maintaining 1 of 5 selectable speeds. And a downhill assist control is another off-road feature that helps the driver navigate tricky slopes by limiting the speed of the vehicle during descent. Similar stuff to what my 4Runner has. All right, let's talk a little bit more about the towing. It says here, first off, 2 new tow haul modes are available on the Tundra. The standard tow haul mode increases throttle response and is ideal for lighter, moderate needs, such as a small box trailer, utility trailer, or a small boat. In tow haul plus mode, throttle response is much more aggressive for situations when towing larger trailers such as RVs, large box trailers, and large boats. On the iForce Max powertrains, not only is the electric motor constantly in operation for immediate responsiveness when needed, but the stop and start functions are also deactivated so as not to inhibit performance. This is a big one. This next one's a big one because everybody's got the cool tow cameras now, and Toyota's finally in the game. Several new cameras are employed on Tundra, displaying multiple exterior angles that are viewable from the available 14-inch touchscreen or the available rear view mirror camera accessory. Oh, that's kind of cool. On the TRD Pro or vehicles with the TRD Off-Road package added, multi-terrain monitor is available to allow the driver to check the immediate surroundings for potential obstacles by simply pressing a button for front, rear, side cameras on the display. Let's hope that feature's coming to the 4Runner. But those trailering will be especially interested in the panoramic view monitor, which uses cameras to display a top-down view of the truck on the available 14-inch monitor for added visibility, assuming I think Range Rover does something similar to that. Reading a little further along here, it says the available new air suspension system can also make towing a simpler proposition, as it offers the ability to load level the rear height and find the balance between truck and trailer. Let's be blunt here, air suspensions are really cool when they work, but we all know they're going to eventually break. Not if, but when. Looks like a nicely updated interior. Kind of everything you expect from modern trucks. Big wireless charging pad for your phone. There's some kind of weird blockiness in the dash, which is kind of a Toyota thing. A lot of people say that about, once again, I'm going to throw out my 4Runner because it kind of has, honestly, a similar kind of layout. But I will say the materials are really well made, and you can tell it's Toyota indestructibleness. So I'm assuming this interior in person is going to be pretty nice. And kind of to summarize the press release here, it says options aplenty. There's no shortage of demands on full-size trucks, and that's why Toyota Tundra is offered in a variety of configurations. It will be offered in 2-door options, double cab, and crew max. Double cab models will be offered with the choice of a 6.5-foot bed or an 8.1-foot bed. That's a monster. Crew max models will be offered with either a 5.5-foot bed or a 6.5-foot bed. The grade breakdown for Toyota offers something for everyone with the SR, SR5 Limited, Platinum, and 1794 available. And by the way, if you guys don't know, as a Texan myself, what does 1794 stand for? 1794 is the year of the founding of the cattle ranch in Texas where the current manufacturing plant is located. The TRD Pro will also return to the Toyota lineup, but it will be only offered with the iForce Max powertrain, whereas iForce Max will be an option on Limited, Platinum, and 1794. So to summarize a little bit here, there's no information out yet about fuel economy and pricing. I'm guessing we're going to get that stuff a little closer to launch. I know the TRD Pro is not going to be a cheap truck. Let's be honest, folks. Trucks are not cheap in general anymore. Trucks are hot. People want trucks. And I think Toyota did a pretty good job with this. I know people have been waiting a long, long time for this update. I think we all kind of knew it was going to go smaller engine, forced induction. The styling is a bold change for Toyota. I like it. I don't love it. I'm going to need to see it in person, and that is just my opinion. I think some people are going to love it because it's aggressive and it's in your face and it's what truck people want, while other older Tundra customers like a more subtle, I don't care about any of that nonsense. I just want a truck that's going to go 800 million miles and never cost me more than a few $100 to maintain. I'm also really interested to see when the mileage numbers come out, what kind of mile per gallon difference you're getting between the iMax and the standard twin turbo V6. If it's a hybrid setup that's trying to get better fuel economy overall, or if it's just there for extra torque and power without having to add more displacement. So there it is, folks. There is the first rundown of the 2022 Toyota Tundra. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think this is going to be a winner for Toyota. People have been waiting for this truck a long time. As I'm saying this, I'm looking at that picture of the giant grill on the blue truck, and oof, it's a bit much. But again, maybe it'll grow on me in person. I like the way the Pro looks. The Pro looks sweet. So again, be sure to like and subscribe. Throw me a comment. I really, really appreciate you checking out the channel. And stay tuned. I got a new review coming soon. You guys have a wonderful week and have a great, great day.